Hi, and welcome to week 4 of my One Sheet Many Tangles series. I am Lisa Crow, a certified Zentangle teacher, and today I'm going to teach you a lovely tangle by Tina Kirchhübel. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And it's called Loopy Blossom. So I'm just going to get right into it. Today, I'm going to go straight in with ink. I'm not going to do any pencil line, pencil work. So this, when I've seen this tangle created before, it's actually been a grid tangle, not a border tangle, but I'm repurposing, not repurposing, but I'm kind of just tweaking it to suit my own page. Um, and I'm not necessarily following the shape of this border properly. Um, So this starts out with a square grid, and then we've got every other square. We're going to have a little dot in the middle. And then when you have a square that has a dot in the middle, what we're going to do is we're going to create rice shapes, 4 rice shapes in each square, and they're going to end up looking like a 4 petaled flower. Just going all in the same orientation just now, and then I'll come back and do the others. And some of these petals that I'm drawing are a little bit chubbier than the other ones, but we'll make it work. And also you can see that's like not a perfect flower by any means, but it doesn't matter. Really, when you're doing the Zentangle method, it's all about the process and enjoying putting pen to paper and being mindful as you kind of work along your tangle rather than worrying about any kind of perfection or anything. So now that we have these little flower shapes down, we're going to do the loop aspect of this tangle. So we're going to join a loop that kind of connects the 2 flowers in this center bit. And then we'll do that again over here. And then we're going to do the exact same thing again, but on the other side. And obviously, I'm saying that this is not normally created as a border tangle, but I will show you like the previous versions of this tangle that I personally have tangled along with, and I'll also include in my description, I'll include a link so that you can see Tina's original Loopy Blossom as well. There are 2 other videos that I'll link to as well. One of them is for Heather Hardwick Gladden. She taught it in one of her Tangle sessions on YouTube. And then there's another video which I've mentioned before on my channel that I really like. Um, I don't know how you pronounce the name of the channel. It's Akaske or Akaske or I don't know, but I will link to it. So if you're interested in seeing that, then go to have a wee look in my description, and Heather Hardwick Gladden's video and the Akaske video will be available for you to see there. So then we are going to do some kind of filler in each of these petals. So I think from memory, I think the original step outs had something similar to this, whereby we're just adding a little bit of ink to the tips of these petals. Obviously, when somebody's deconstructed a tangle, you can kind of put your own spin on it. You don't need to do it exactly as the step outs have them. And then obviously as well, the bigger that you have your petal shapes, the easier it is for you to make some kind of design in those shapes. So do one more, and then I'm going to just do a dot at the end of each of those little inked in sections that we've done. And then one other thing, which both Akaski and Heather Hardwick Gladden did, but it's not in the original Step Out, is that we have this weighting here on one half of that loop. And I have to say, I really like that. It's like it's quite a subtle thing, but it's really effective once you actually see it coming together on the page. Um, so just do that one other little bit here. And then we can come to the shading aspect of the pen seems to want to roll around today. Come to the shading. So I'm going to just add some graphite into the the center bit of each of these flowers. But I've just remembered something that I would like to do with this particular tangle. That's it's totally optional, but I would like to do it on this particular tile. So I'm going to just blend out the pencil lines first. Turn it round to blend these other bits. Going to add some graphite in the lower part of these spaces. And what I was alluding to that I'd meant to add before was to put in, like, to kind of pretend that these are almost like little butterflies. So just to do a tiny little, if you know what the fescue tangle is, just to do that so it kind of looks like butterfly antenna. I think that's really pretty. And I'm pretty sure Akaski had that in the video that they put out. So that is such a beautiful little kind of light, airy tangle called Loopy Blossom. So I'll just show you a few variations of the one that I created of this. So I had done this originally. This is after I followed along with the Akaski channel. It's just on the, this is the incomplete tile that I had for the Bijou Be Well series by Zentangle. I can't zoom out any more than that. So I tangled on the back of that. So just I didn't have any other paper to hand at that point, so I drew on the back. So this is very similar to the Akaski version. You can see the little dots coming out, and there's almost like what's the tangle? It's gone out of my head. Betweed, some kind of betweed tangling going on there with those auras. Then there was this one that's quite just a kind of really simple version on a little bijou tile. I tried it in the round as well. And this was done just really, really quickly, just on the back of a previous tangle that I drew. I mean, obviously, like if I'm doing this for myself, I would kind of do it a bit, I would take my time over it a bit more, but I did want to have a couple of different variations to show on camera, so I just kind of pulled this together really quickly. And I think if I had taken more time on it, I would have been a bit more careful with this bit and the inside here, because obviously when you're doing this on a circular format. The circle that's in the inside, it means that the spaces are a bit tighter, so you have to kind of take a bit more care about doing your loop bit there. Um, and then I created this version as well. You can see the yellow ochre pastel pencil making an appearance again. Um, so yeah, hopefully that will give you some inspiration for different ways that you could create Loopy Blossom. So I'll be back next week with another tangle. So please do join me and let me know, if you have any particular requests for tangles for me to include in this series. Have a great week ahead, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.